Yo, what's up, guys? Siempre Activo Podcast. Back at it again with another banging video. I'm joined by my co-host David. We have another special guest, Mr. Krudo and Goon from Goon's Barber Lounge. Let's get a round of applause.
What's going on? What's going
What's up,
on?
guys? What's up, guys?
Let's go. If you guys
Banger
don't mind,
videos.
can you guys introduce yourselves real quick for the people?
Absolutely, Mr. Krudo, guys. Very nice to meet you guys. Very happy to be here and let's share some stories, baby.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on? What's going on? It's Goon, owner of Goon's Barber Lounge. We're here with my boys. Let's get it. Let's have a good time, man. I'm
You
here to
already know, We already
conversate.
got started. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. So, first thing first, tell us about your guys' selves. We'll start with Mr. Crudo right here.
All right.
How'd you start, man?
Oh, man.
how'd this whole
So
thing go?
Mr. Krudo, man. Everyone's always asking me that story of how'd you come up with that name or where did Mr. Krudo come from? Mr. Krudo's, I think it's been part of me for many years, bro.
yeah.
You know, I've always loved to make sure that people are having a good time and hosting events or parties and, you know, sharing that experience with people, bro. And so with that happening, I would wake up and make micheladas, bro, and people would still be, you know, hanging out and they used to love my stuff. I mean, they still do, but,
Yeah.
you know, I did it mostly from home and stuff. So then, you know, we decided to put something together and the name Mr. Crudo came to be. And Mr. Crudo was started 4 years ago, 2020, man.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Crudo.
man.
Hell yeah.
2020. Started as a side hustle while I was still working for healthcare.
Oh, shit.
And you know, just slowly but surely kept grinding at it. You know, things change. You know, you gotta figure things out as time goes on. But
Yeah.
you know, this year I really focused on it, and
Yeah.
I make sure to put my whole heart and mind into it and my passion, bro. And
Yeah.
here we are, man.
Yeah.
Here we
Wait,
are.
so before you continue, you're in the healthcare force?
I was in healthcare
Oh,
before.
wow.
Yeah.
What were you like? What was your like job? Or
I was a supervisor.
Oh,
I was a
shoot.
supervisor for 2 teams across the United States.
That's dope,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So-
and then
Sweet.
what made you kind of like transition to like the michelada side? What you were saying right now?
Yeah. So when I started, I was in healthcare in what's called Part D grievances. So it's part of like if you know, we can get into details, but like let's say, you know, you're not being taken care of well,
Yeah.
then you can file a grievance, right? And then a grievance saying that's, you know, your healthcare department needs to take care of it.
Yeah.
But I was doing that, and I was a supervisor, and I had a great team, and you know, and I was working from home, so
Yeah.
I can't even complain. And I would travel to San Antonio and come back, and it was good, bro. But you know, it was still something was missing inside of me.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like I
Like
wasn't
you-
fulfilling
yeah.
something. You know, like
you were trying to find your purpose.
yeah. And although, you know, I was at home and I was you know, present for my kids and all that
Yeah.
good stuff, but it was like, well, I was missing something. So,
Yeah.
you know, fast forward, you know, I'm still working for healthcare, but now I'm in the IT world.
Nice.
And so, you know, I ended up getting you know, injured and then laid off.
Mhm.
So then I was just like, man, like
It's
what
a
do I do
blessing
now? You
blessing
know,
in
like
disguise.
honestly, bro, like
Yeah. It's a blessing in
that's for
disguise.
real, bro. Like, you know, this is the opportunity.
Yeah.
So once that happened, bro, I'm like, okay, well, I got to do this now.
Yeah.
And you know, and I could have done a lot more things, bro. I could have applied for many other positions.
Yeah.
We were just talking about earlier. I mean, I'm still in school.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in my senior project right now,
Hell yeah.
graduating with the computer engineering. Yeah, man.
Let's get a round of applause.
Yeah.
Never too late.
Mr. Crudo.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I'll be graduating with that, bro. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. But you know, I this is a passion that I have, bro.
That's
I
dope,
feel like
man.
I finally have something that I can give to people with my heart, my soul, and my passion, and the love that I have for it. And you know, when I make it,
I love it.
when I make it, and how we're making it, and also producing it, and we want to
Yeah.
produce it and get into the stores, everything's a process, bro. And-
Yeah.
And you have to learn to be passionate about the
For
process.
sure. Yeah.
In anything that we
Definitely,
do, bro.
Yeah,
So
everything that you do, everything step by step. You
Yeah.
know, little steps by step, pero you'll make it eventually. But that's a good story, bro. Hell yeah.
man, thank you, man.
You know, échale ganas.
Hay
Keep
que
going,
echarle
my
ganas,
boy.
yeah. Si no nosotros, I always say, if not
No
us,
de
somebody
otra.
else, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, bro.
Somebody
But
else,
that's
yeah.
that's kind of crazy, you know, like working in the healthcare, and then you know you just kind of you took a risk.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
took a risk, and
Yeah.
I think even for myself, you know, sometimes I've seen a lot of stories like you have to take that risk, you know,
Yeah.
and you taking that risk. I mean, look where you're at now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I see you everywhere, bro. Like I see you everywhere. And I'm
Trying,
like,
man.
man.
And you
like,
know what? I want to get away from saying the word trying. I'm doing it.
yeah,
Because you have to make sure that you have good
Exactly.
affirmation.
Yeah, no,
Verbiage
yeah.
out there,
Doing
bro.
it.
We're
Yeah,
doing it,
exactly.
guys. We're doing it.
Doing it. But yeah, dude, that's crazy, man. To see where you're at right now, and you're still going to school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's props, dude. I don't know. Damn.
You're
Yeah,
doing
that's
it right.
Applause.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
guys.
And what about you, Mr. Goons? What's up? What's up?
Oh,
Let's hear your
man.
story,
What's up
man.
over here?
Mr.
Yeah.
Goon, Mr. Goon.
Owner,
I want to know where the name came from, man, because I
Hey,
like that name.
Owner
Yeah.
of Goons
That's
Barber
our
Lounge.
name, bro.
Yeah.
Owner
so
of Goons
actually-
Barber Lounge right here, Mr. Irwin. If you guys haven't checked them out, Goons Barber Lounge in Corona. They have 2 locations actually. They have one in Corona, one in Riverside.
That's it.
Go check them out.
If you're in the area, slide through. We'll take care of you. Best customer service, I might say myself.
Yeah.
Where my name come from?
Goon.
Funny story. I was in middle school. No, high school already. I was in high school. My first year, I was a freshman. And at that time, Twitter was being like a big thing. Like everyone was hopping on, all the teenagers hopping on to, hey, Twitter this, Twitter that.
Twitter, yeah.
And I had a homie. Well, I have a homie. He's really my good homie. Shout out my boy Irving. My boy Irving.
Shout out Irving.
So
Shout out Irving.
Irving, his Twitter name was That Kid Irving. And I was like, oh, that's cool, bro. Like, simple, you know? And I was like, what should my name be? I don't want to just put Irwin, you know? Come on, you know?
Yeah.
And I just put the Goon Irwin. It just popped up. And then that was my Twitter name for years. And then after that, you know, a couple of friends just started calling me Goon, like in high school, because of Twitter. And then it just stuck. So then when I had the opportunity to open up my first barbershop, I was thinking of like these super professional names of barbershop. And I would tell my wife, like, what about this one? I even forgot them. I don't even remember them.
Yeah.
But it was like super professional. Like, it was like, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
You know? So then my wife was like, these names, they're not shout out my wife, by the way. You know, our wives keep
That's
us.
it, yeah.
Shout out.
Hell yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
All right,
So-
we can
Yeah.
move on now. He already
Yeah.
said it.
I know. We know
I'm
that
here.
you
I
told him.
promise. I'm here.
He's not in the doghouse anymore. That was a quick shout out.
Yeah, for real.
There's only guys here. There's only guys.
He was like, I love you. Nah, yeah.
Yeah, so then she was like, none of those names suit you, you know? Like, I don't like them. And I was like, well, I mean, in my head, I was like, I always wanted to put, like, Goon, but I was like, I don't know how people would,
If they'll like
how
it.
people would
yeah.
like that. Yeah, how
Yeah.
people would take to that. So then she's like, well, what do you have in mind? Tell me. And I was kind of shy, like, nah, I don't know, you know? She's like, tell me. I was like, Goon's Barber Lounge. And she's like, that's it right there.
Simple.
Look no further. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the one,
Yeah.
you know? And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. You know, if we do it, that, and then we have a nice logo.
Yeah.
Me, bro, I've always been attracted to the color like dark green. Always, bro. Like my whole life for some reason, you know. As you can see right here in
Yeah,
this
Goons.
in
Yeah.
this hoodie, a lot
And
of our
the hat.
merch.
That's my hoodie too, by the way.
And the hats, too.
Yeah,
you know,
so
you have-
we
has
do
green
it.
camo.
So if you walk into the shops, dark green and black, you know.
Hell yeah.
And I haven't seen that in a shop ever, like dark green. I've seen white, of course, brown, black, you know. So I was like, I'm trying to stray away from all the basic colors. Let's do something different. So when you walk in the shop, it's me. It's my it's like what I like, you know. I like the name. It's my
Yeah.
name. These are my color, my favorite colors. That's what
Yeah.
it is, you know. And yeah, that's how the name Goon came from a simple thing like Twitter, making
Oh,
a
yeah.
Twitter with my
Oh,
homies,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Twitter was
Yeah.
popping at the time and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Kids, stay away from Twitter. Twitter's a bad place for you guys. Don't
It's
go
called
there.
X
Yeah,
now,
no,
guys.
not
X,
anymore.
not
Yeah,
Twitter.
X.
Twitter.
It's X now, yeah.
Yeah, don't
That-
go there.
We're a little bit older, so we say
Yeah.
Twitter, but it's
Oh,
X
it's
now.
X. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But nah, yeah, it's horrible. But anyways, going back to what you're saying. So when you opened your first shop, when was this?
2021.
Oh wow, not too
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah,
What?
2021 when I opened up my first shop, I was 24
Oh wow.
at the time.
Young.
Yeah, I was a youngster, you
Something to look
know,
up
and
to,
so
Hell
I
yeah,
was.
dude.
But I've always been ambitious. I've always been super hungry. You know, I always knew I didn't want to be just working in a shop behind a chair. I wanted to take
Oh, yeah.
charge, and I wanted to, you know.
Yeah, I think that's the main goal. You know what I mean? Even like just as a barber, you know, I mean, I'm a barber myself, so it's like that's the main goal we look for. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I want to eventually branch off and create your own business. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But that's cool to hear, bro. Shit.
How did you get into cutting hair?
That's another funny story. It was super spontaneous. I actually didn't want to even become a barber like when I was in high school. But all my homies were barbers. Like, had a bunch of barber homies. So, for example, I had this one homie. He's still my homie. Really cool homie. Shout out my boy Chris. He was the first like close homie that was cutting hair, and then I had a neighbor that ended up becoming a even closer homie. My boy Raul. Shout out Raul, man. You're a beast, bro. You know, he knows it. He knows that's one of my good boys. You know.
Yeah.
I used to live here in Corona. So I grew up here in Corona, right? So, he used to cut our hair around that time, that Twitter time.
Yeah.
I was like a at that time I was a sophomore. I mean, in middle school. I was in middle school, and like I said, I didn't even want to become a barber at the time. Ro would cut up all the kids from the block in my backyard.
Oh, shit.
A couple of us in our backyard, yeah. Because we were surrounded by apartments.
Yeah.
So we were like the only cool ones that you know. So
and he was the only one that was cutting hair.
He was the only one cutting hair, the only one. So he'd be like, "Hey, let me cut you guys up." Me and my brother, my older brother. Shout out Novocaine, man.
Novocaine.
My brother, me and my brother. So then he'd be like, "Hey, let me cut you guys up for free in your backyard, so I could bring out like a couple more kids to charge them."
Man, he was hustling.
And we're like, you know, that was the first guy. And even then, I never thought about being a barber.
That's crazy.
And then I graduated high school and I started getting into college and working at fast food, U-Haul, construction. I was making pools. I was doing all kinds of work.
Yeah.
Retail, you know.
And
it wasn't for me.
How old were you at that time when?
At this time, I was like, so first at high school, 18.
Yeah.
18.
Going through like after high school.
Yeah. So like 18. Well, I started working like at 16. I was working at McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
So from 16 to like 19, I was like figuring it out. Yeah. Didn't know what I wanted to do. Dropped out of school, quit all these jobs, you know.
Still
at 20,
trying to find it.
Yeah, at 20, I have a homie named Chris. He was my barber at the time. Shout out to Chris. That's my good homie too. We had met a long time ago during soccer. You know, that's another part of my story. Like a big part of my story is soccer. You know, so we had met at soccer, and then he started cutting my hair. And then one day I'm like, "Hey, bro, like, do you make good money? You know, like cutting." I was just asking him questions while I'm getting a cut.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, bro, we get paid every day. It's fun, you know. I like doing this. You gotta love it though. You gotta love it, you know."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "You know what, bro? I'm gonna just get into it." So that was on a Friday, right? When I got my haircut and I had that conversation.
Yeah.
On Monday, I just want to go sign up for school.
Oh shit.
Not knowing how to cut hair. I was at
fresh,
that. Yeah, I was 20 at that time already, and then I just hopped into school, and then I learned everything there, you know. And I met a bunch of homies, and but I will say this: from day one, I was committed. Never missed one day of school. I was there early.
Yeah,
I was
good,
disciplined.
bro.
I was because I was hungry and I knew like
that's what you wanted.
And on top of that, you know, like I was paying for school, so
it's coming out of your pocket.
It's coming out of my pocket.
Makes
So
you want it more that way.
yeah, so it's a life lesson, bro. If you don't, if it doesn't cost you, you're not gonna care about it. For example, if someone else is paying for my school, I'd be like, I'm gonna give it up. I'm not paying for it. No, but if I'm paying for it, you're gonna care for it. You know.
Care for it,
So
That's a great point, bro.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, even in school right now, like I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
You know, and if I stop going, I still get stuck with the $80,000 bill at the end of, you know, tuition. So
yeah, so
80,000?
80,000, brother. Yeah, man.
Even
That's why I gotta make more
Hey,
micheladas.
like,
hey guys, buy some more
Yeah,
micheladas,
hey.
please.
yeah, go check out
Come
Mr.
on,
Krudo.
man.
Go check out
Please.
Mr. Krudo.
Hey, that computer engineering degree ain't cheap, bro.
we're trying to get them in every location, every grocery store,
for
every.
real. But yeah, like picking up on that, like I'm going to school too. Like
Okay.
I'm going for business, you know,
Yeah,
business
yeah.
major. But yeah.
Shout out to you too, bro.
Yeah,
Shit, baby.
Yeah,
Let's
hey,
go.
business
Let's
major,
go.
you know?
Hey, we
But
gotta support
even-
one another,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
We gotta
Even
move
then,
up.
like, you know, I'm truly blessed to get my school paid for. You know, shout out to my pops.
There you go.
Hasta cielo, but yeah. So I'm getting my school paid for, but I mean, it's kind of like picking up what you guys said. You guys have a purpose. I mean, it's kind of my purpose too. You know what I mean? Doing it for my pops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
You know, just trying to get that degree and stuff like that. But yeah, bro, school. I mean, it's always gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to you. So,
Yeah. So I hopped into school, dedicated from day one. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you. And then going back to my boy Raul, funny story. I graduated school and I was working at Crown Board Shop. Shout out my boys at Crown Board Shop.
Crown.
Those are my good homies, like, you know, good friends.
Crown is the one right there on McKinley.
On McKinley.
No?
On McKinley.
Oh, shit. Right there next to the Walmart.
Right there.
Oh, what the heck?
So I used to work there.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, bro, I've done a bunch of jobs. Every
Have
job
you
you
been
can
there,
think of,
Sebas?
I've done it, bro.
I have not been
Crown?
there.
No, it's like.
Well, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, they're
We're
gonna be
gonna
there
go.
on Sunday.
And they're gonna
Okay.
carry Mr. Krudo too.
Yeah.
man.
Sunday?
Shout out.
They're gonna be there on Sunday. Yeah. Shout out
You
to Crown.
guys-
Yeah.
Crown.
Wanna be
Go
there
check out
Sunday?
Crown.
Yeah.
Sunday,
Hey.
Sunday.
Hey, Sunday.
Wait, where are we gonna be at Sunday,
Ooh, on
guys?
Sunday,
I
okay,
don't
here, I
know.
got a flyer right
There
here.
you
You
go.
see?
You gotta tell them.
Rob the Original at our Riverside location. Micheladas by Mr. Krudo and Palomas. On top of that, Mariscos, Novocaine, and Kaneki. And a barber supply, Rose and Thorn. It's going to be a good time. Rob the Original is going to come and pretty much do this, conversate with us and tell us his story about how he made it. And I think it's good for everyone to listen to.
And what location is this going to be at?
At our Riverside location.
Riverside location, Goons Barber Lounge. They got a little pop-up event on Sunday.
Yeah, so the address is 3830 La Sierra Avenue, Riverside, California.
We'll go ahead and put that. We'll put a little flyer right here up for you guys, so that way you guys can go check it out. But yeah, go check them out. It's in Mility.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, going back to my story, I was working at Crown. My boy Raul, the one that would cut us up in our backyard. This is years later, right?
Yeah.
My boy was working at Phoenix Salon Suites, like 2 doors down from Crown, and he would walk by to get Wobble Girl like damn near every day. And then I hadn't had a conversation with him in a minute, you know. So, but I was already like about to graduate barber school, so I went up to him a couple times. Hey, bro, let me get in there with you guys. Like, I want to cut hair with you guys because I know that bro, they were beasts. It was him and my boy Edgar. They were in the suite, and I was like, let me get a chance. And then he was like, yeah, bro, yeah. You know, I'll give you a chance.
Like brushing it off.
Yeah. And I was like, and then one day I was like, nah, bro, for real, give me a chance, bro. And then some girl that had a suite in there was going on vacation, and then he's like, hey, bro, this girl's going on vacation. She needs someone to come in for 2 weeks and just pay half of her rent. I was like, I'm the guy. I'm in.
Yes, sir.
I got in, bro. I got in.
You never like
I gassed it up, bro. Like if it was mine, like I opened one, you know. I you know, fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah.
So I gassed it up like it was mine, bro. All my homies, where you at? I got booked up like this, bro. And that was like fresh out of barber school, you know, in a suite, you know. That's rare. That's hard. That's hard to do. No walk-ins, you know, all social media. And then that happened. The girl came back, and then my boy was like, hey, bro, there's a room that's open. Do you want to go in there and rent it? And I'm like, nah, bro, I want to go in with you guys, because they had a bigger room with 3 chairs, you know. I was like, I want to go in with you guys, and they had 1 chair empty, and they're like, they kind of didn't believe in me, you know. And I was like, nah, bro, trust me, you know. Anyways, they ended up like just try the room by yourself. I did it. I was there for maybe like a month and a half. They saw, bro, that I had traction. I had people coming in, and then they're like, hey, bro, hop in with us. Hopped in with them, bro, and you know, like I was there. I was with them for a year in the suite. We were able to open up a bigger shop, an actual like shop, you know, and shout out to Exclusive Fades. Those are my boys right there, you know.
Exclusives.
Oh, right. They were here, no?
Yeah. So that's I started with them, you know, and we're still super cool homies. We work together a lot. And then I was with them for a couple years, I think like 2 years. And then that's when I was able to open up my shop.
Oh,
yeah. It's a crazy story. It's, you know.
It's about that grind, you know?
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. That's why it's very important to be cool with the people you grow up with, bro.
Oh, yeah,
you just never know, you know. You never know how far you're going to make it, you know.
Yeah, later on.
And when you both make it, work together.
Yeah.
All this in barbering, especially, it's known for competition. If you guys just saw like I've always been big on, let's work together. Yeah. I've always been big on that.
Yeah.
You know, with it, not just barbering, with anyone, such as my boy right here, Mr. Krudo. You know, like when I seen him, you know, and I needed a guy for Micheladas to come by and make the shop fun. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and what's better than Micheladas and Palomas, bro? You know, that music and a vibe, you know, like
it's a vibe, man.
Yeah,
it's a vibe.
That's what it's all about, you know what I mean?
Sure,
especially with the community and doing stuff with the community, and that's what people like, you know what I mean? They love Micheladas, they love the music, they love haircuts. You know what I mean? Who doesn't need a haircut? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's gonna be everyone's that needs a haircut.
Shit, I need
you know?
one right now. Anybody want to hook me up? I got 2 barbers here, bro. No clippers. What's up, man?
2 barbers, yeah.
We'll have a cutting hair segment later.
That's it.
But yeah, dude, that's 2 incredible stories, you know, from Goons Barber Lounge, Irwin, and then Mr. Krudo right here, how they came up, you know what I mean? It just goes to show that like everything's possible in this world, you know what I mean? If you put your mind into it and put in work, this is what you could do. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I
But
agree.
shout out to both of you guys, man. Those
Thanks,
are
man.
incredible
Appreciate
stories,
that,
dude.
bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate
dude.
it, man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity
dude.
to be
That's-
here and
yeah.
share that story,
That's
man.
crazy, you
There's
know,
more.
yeah.
There's more to tell, of course.
Yeah,
but
Oh, yeah,
definitely. I never
for
had this
sure.
opportunity. So
yeah,
thank
but
you.
Yeah, dude,
and
no.
it tells too, man. Like when you're speaking, bro, how passionate you are about just your story, man.
Yeah.
And it goes a long way. Like I told you, Goon, since I met you, bro, you move different. You speak different. You carry yourself differently. And that's one of the things that, I looked at when we said we're gonna start working together, bro. And like he said, bro, he gave me an opportunity to be in the shop,
Yeah.
and he didn't have to.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
bro, I'm just a guy, bro. You can say I'm a michelada guy, bro, but I mean, I'm more than that,
Yeah.
And he's just like, hey, you want to set up? And then I'm like, for sure, bro. Let me make some extra cash, bro. You don't know if that extra cash is to feed my kids or to me to get some, food in my belly or my mom or
Yeah,
something.
definitely, yeah.
And then he was like, let's do it. And I was like, man, like, shit,
Yeah.
this is legit, bro.
Actually, tell him that story. Actually, how we met. Tell him.
Yeah, yeah.
I
all
want
right,
to know. I
cool.
want
That's
to
a
know
good story.
what happened.
We want to
Yeah.
know. We want to
Yeah.
know.
All right, so we met. So how did we meet? So I was out there by the Sam's Club out there in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
And right here off of Ontario and what's that other street? California. And I seen two of his boys,
Barbers, yeah.
two of his barbers, while I was getting some food, and I
Yeah.
had seen their fresh cuts, bro. Because that's the first thing you look, right? Like a fresh cut. Like let me see
Yeah, yeah.
who has a fresh cut around here. I don't right now, but we'll be all right. But I saw their cut, and I was like, hey, bro, you guys have a fresh cut, man. Like,
Yeah.
where do you get it? It's like, oh shit, we're barbers, bro. I'm like, for real? Like, yeah. Cool. Let me get your information, whatever. That was like on a Tuesday. By Thursday, I walked in there, right? And
Yeah,
then
he was in there already.
I was in there getting a cut. Took my kids, took my boys. And he's like, yeah, bro, you can come and set up.
Yeah.
And that's how we met, bro. Literally, like, I mean,
Just
I knew
that-
where his shop
yeah,
was at.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I know that Slater Brothers, right there in Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always seen it, but it's like, you
Yeah.
walk in unless you know somebody,
You know
right? It's a
somebody, yeah,
barber shop.
yeah.
You're not gonna walk in like, hey, bro, like, can I get a
Yeah.
haircut?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So the fact that they welcome me in, bro, he has some really good people working there, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, they welcomed me in like we were family, like we knew each other
Oh, yeah.
already. And then I wasn't even gonna join the soccer team, bro. But then
That's right. Yeah.
but,
Yeah, that's
but then they wanted to put me at goalie, bro, and nah, I'm good, bro. They were kicking that ball too fast, bro. I gotta take care of this.
Yeah,
dog.
that's
And
that's
they lagged it.
the
The other
network.
team lagged it, remember?
Yeah,
The other
the
team
other
lagged
team
it.
lagged it for a reason, bro. I was praying when I got home, bro. I was like, yeah, man. No, but I wasn't even gonna play soccer with them,
That's
bro.
right, you
And
were, yeah.
and I was like, you know what? I don't want to get injured because I'm always out and about. But
For sure.
but that's who he is, bro. That's who Goon is. He's to me, he's like a brother, man. He we're building this great relationship. It's also like a partnership. It's also supporting one another. We're here for one another. We share ideas. We're here together.
Yeah.
Like who would have thought we were gonna be here together, bro?
Exactly,
Right?
yeah. No,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
it's a
saying?
blessing.
Happens for a reason.
Everything
Yeah,
happens
everything
for a
happens
reason.
And we met
bro.
not that long ago, bro. That
Yeah.
was what, like 2 months ago, maybe?
Yeah.
2 months ago,
Blessing in
yeah.
disguise for sure.
Yeah.
But
Shit, that was recent.
Yeah, bro.
Even-
and so that's how the ball rolls, bro. And even with Rob, right?
Yeah,
Even
that
with
was
Rob the
crazy.
original, bro. Like, I was able to meet Rob at one of the events that I was at, and he was very welcoming. Him and his wife Sylvia, very welcoming, very just humble, bro. And that's what I'm attracted to, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I give that energy, so I want that energy back. And so you had your event.
Mhm.
He had a barber competition.
Yeah.
Not so long ago either.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
last month.
Like last month.
Yeah.
And then after that, again, we worked together, and I was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna connect you. I'm gonna find a way to get connected with Rob and all this stuff. And mind you, I didn't know Rob like that, and Rob didn't know me like that. But I wanted to bring something together where it was for the community, with the people that I trusted, with barbers coming up. I wanted for them to also hear a story from somebody that's on a level like Rob, but also here.
Yeah.
We're here
Yeah, yeah,
together,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I pitched it to Rob a little bit, just like, hey, bro, you want to do this? And he's like, yeah, I've been wanting to do that. So, shout out to Rob, bro, because
Shout
Shout out to
Rob,
Rob, the
man.
original.
Rob,
Super
Rob,
humble guy.
super humble guy,
Humble.
bro.
Yeah.
He has a lot of things going on. He's a busy guy. He's a family man too. So
Yeah.
shout out to Sylvia too, because
Yeah.
you guys have a lot going on, and for you guys to take time to give back to the community, bro, goes a long way, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
Yeah.
know, that's why they have what they have, because they're just
Yeah.
so humble and they're
Yeah.
so real. They're
Yeah.
just real people.
That's good, you know what I mean? And shit, thank you to you guys too, you know what I mean? I know we're not too big right now, me and Sebas, but we're trying to grow too, you know what I mean? We're
Oh,
barely
man.
starting this off. We're barely, trying to kick this thing off, and you hit me up. You know, Mr. Krudo hit me up.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, I appreciate that because
bro.
we were already looking for our next guest.
Yep.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Let's grow
And-
together. Let's grow together.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. And we're freshly new. We only have 100 followers only. And so when you hit me up, I was like, fuck yeah. I
Yeah.
told him, I was like, hey, let's go. Like, I was telling my camera guy too. Shout out Street Shooter.
Say,
Shout out Ozzy.
Street Shooter. He's behind the camera, guys.
Yeah,
Don't trip.
behind the camera. But yeah, dude, like
Hey, hit
I was,
that follow button though, for real.
Yeah.
Siempre
Siempre
activos.
Activo
podcast.
Siempre activos, guys.
Hit the
Follow.
follow
Yeah.
button.
But I hit up the guys. I was like, hey, are you guys down to switch it up a little bit? We got Mr. Krudo, you know, and Goon's Barber Lounge. They want to collab, you know, and hop on the podcast. And immediately, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Next
Yeah.
Tuesday. You
Heck
said
yeah.
next Tuesday. I was like,
Yeah,
next
yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah.
We're good. Let's do this.
That's how I am, bro.
Yeah,
That's how I
and-
am, bro.
And you know, like I appreciate though you guys, you know, for coming out here and taking your time out of your day. You know, you guys are probably busy. You're business owners, obviously. But it means a lot because we only have 100 subscribe. I don't know how many subscribers we have yet, but 100 followers for sure. That's what I know. But
there's
and we're still growing.
There's millions that don't know about you yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's
you know what I
just think
mean.
about
And we're
that,
still
yeah.
growing.
Yeah.
So like that's why I'm saying like it means a lot, you know,
Thank
for
you,
you
man.
guys to come
Appreciate you.
out here and support us and help
course.
support you guys. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely,
It
man.
goes a long way, and hopefully, you know, we get more people on here and we get this thing rolling. You know, it's only up from here.
Yeah, the
for
best
me
of
and my
luck to
partner.
you, man. You guys
Yeah,
are
the-
good.
yep.
You
Yeah.
guys have a good head on your shoulders. You know, you
Absolutely.
guys got it. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Crudo,
What's up, man? What's up?
what's one of your favorite events that you've participated in?
You know, when we first started, Mr. Crudo, I started in the car scene, doing lowriders, car shows all around every community, bro. You can think of San Diego, L.A., Orange County,
All over the place.
all over the place, bro. Just
Oh yeah.
on the pegaba, you know.
Getting out there,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, getting out there, and so I enjoy lowriders myself already. So I enjoy that scene, right? But you know, going back to my favorite events, bro. So this past year, I was able to meet somebody that I was working really close to, and unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But he was putting on some great shows. They were called, you know, with this taco and beer type of concept, right? And I loved it because it was in different cities. We went up to San Francisco, we went to Oakland, we went to San Jose, we went to San Diego. And it was cool because you get to meet so many different people, not
Yeah.
just, you know, specific to whatever's going on at that event, right?
Yeah.
So I loved it because I was able to see that my michelada was actually being enjoyed by a bigger audience. And him and I became really close because we were thinking about how to, you know, make different events here and there. And unfortunately, like I said, he's no longer with us, but working with him, working with the group of guys that I was working with in those events,
Yeah.
that was the favorite. Those have been my favorite events
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure, bro.
That's
Like,
dope, dude. Oh yeah.
yeah, you're talking about 2,000-3,000 people, man.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
And there's a line, you
Yeah.
know, there's a line of people, and you know, you're
To
busting.
Try your stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you're just
Absolutely.
busting, and you're busting them out, and you know, you still have to, with these events. You were talking about this past Sunday, bro, like about having a vision, you know. So my vision of when I do events, it could be easy as I'm just serving you, right?
Yeah.
And then that's it, you know. I'm done with you. That's a transaction.
That's just my job.
That's
Yeah,
it, my
yeah,
job. But I have to tell you a story.
Yeah.
You know, I have to share my story. I have to tell you like why I enjoy this. Like when I see your face when I'm making it and you're waiting for it, right? And you're like, man, that looks so good. Or when you grab it and like, oh man, this is delicious. Or hey, can I take a picture with you? Hey, can I take a picture of something that you have on the table?
Yeah.
So I started learning that it was more than just a drink.
Yeah.
And I wanted to start building a relationship and create those memories with people, bro,
Yeah.
and getting to know these people. So I was able to learn that in these type of environments. Before I would just take a picture, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. And then also it helped me actually evolve into the social media part of things.
Mm.
And now I have to tell the story there,
Yeah.
right? So the story that I see, you know, because if I tell you, hey, guys, I did an event for 3,000 people, what are you going to say?
That's not. Yeah. Doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean
Yeah,
anything,
doesn't-
right?
Yeah.
Or, hey, you know what? We're here in Oakland right now. Okay, cool. What's in Oakland?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I show you, like, hey, look, man, this is what it looks before. That's what it looks like after. This is everybody that I helped out. There's my line out there. Then I'm telling you that story.
Yeah.
So those were my favorite events, bro, that I can definitely tell you
Absolutely.
That's cool.
that
dude.
I'm gonna miss. I mean, I have to find a way to get back in them, you know?
Yeah.
But that's all about networking again.
No, yeah,
Sure.
for sure. And another question for you, Mr. Krudo. What would you give advice to people that maybe want to start their own thing. You know, maybe they want to get into this business of micheladas, palomas, or even just, you know, if you have any advice for anybody out there that wants to start their own business, you know,
Yeah.
do you have any advice for that?
I would say that don't take shortcuts.
Mm.
I would say don't take shortcuts because in the long run, bro, you end up paying for them.
Yeah.
And it could be financially, it can be, you know, with losing customers, it can be with people not wanting to work with you. And that goes a long way, right? So I would tell you that be true to who you are.
Mm.
If you're going to be that person, if you're going to be the person that people can trust, rely on, have that discipline, and at the same time go to bat with them, then be that person. But if you just want to be like hey, I just want to be here to vibe and party, then be that person.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to be like the barber that just cuts hair and doesn't speak to people but does some great work, then be that, but do it at 100%.
Yeah.
You heard that, guys? Be yourself.
Yeah,
Just be yourself.
Takeaway.
Find
And at 100%.
at 100%.
100%.
Find that identity of who you are, because what happens in life is that you live life, and things in life tend to change who you are.
For sure. Yeah.
Right? So family changes you, bro. Kids change you. You know, situations change you and they humble you, but you end up kind of losing yourself a little bit in all of that.
No, yeah, for sure.
You know, like now, you know, I'm 40 years old, guys, and you know, you guys are young, and I'm feeling like finally I'm able to be myself.
That's crazy.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm experiencing that now as we speak. I mean, I'm not even lying, bro. On my phone, I put a picture of me as a child.
Yeah.
Because that's who I want to be. I want to be that kid, you know, and I want to show that kid that, you know, the inner child of me that, hey, you know, we can make it.
Yeah.
We are making it, you know, we're going to have a good time doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, be true to yourself. And another piece of advice that I would give you is find your why.
Mm.
Why?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it for the publicity, or do you want to do it because of the money, or do you want to do it because you want to be successful, or do you want to do it because whatever the reason is? But find your why. And the reason why I say this is because this past Sunday we were at my cousin's barbershop at Blur. Shout out to Blur.
Shout out to Blur.
Where Jesse, where Rob was there, and we kind of have a solid conversation about things. And you know what hit me, bro, is that my mom was sitting across from the barbershop, bro, recording me, bro. And I was just so emotional. Like, I was nervous. I don't get nervous, bro. And I'm gonna get like teary eye and everything, bro, because I don't get nervous, bro. But seeing my mom like watch me made me nervous, bro.
Yeah.
And I figured out what my why is. My why is for her. My why is for my mom can see me in a different light. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she sees someone that she can finally be proud of versus somebody that she has to look down upon, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I was a bad kid, because I'm not, bro. I was a great kid, and I love my mom.
Yeah.
But giving her that new light of me is my why, bro. It's my new why, and I finally found it, bro.
That's beautiful,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And
Got goosebumps.
and
bro.
we had this conversation. My mom and
Yeah.
I, you know, my mom's my best friend,
Yeah.
and we had this
Shout out to
conversation.
Mr. Krudo's mom.
That's right,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to your mom,
Yeah.
Or Miss Krudo.
Miss
Yeah,
Krudo.
Miss Krudo, yeah.
We had this conversation, and she was like, she told me, like, mijo, like, me encantó como hablaste. You know, eres bien profesional, le estabas ayudando a los niños,
Yeah.
you know, y todo, like, everybody that was there was listening to you, was focused on you.
Yeah.
And so that's my why, bro. And the reason why I say that's my new why is because I know that all of this is going to take care of my kids. All of this is going to take care of me,
Yeah.
right? But what's pushing me is that I need to take care of my mom.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better than that.
Doesn't get
that's-
better than
that's
that, bro.
crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Motivator.
I'm like in shock too from that. You know what I mean? I understand where you're coming from too. But what about you, Mr. Goons? What advice would you give? You know, for some upcoming barbers. You know, upcoming maybe barbers that want to open up their own barbershop or even just get into the scene. You know, what do you have to give?
Advice I give to everybody doing anything, you know, hats, shirts, whatever you get into selling, you know, if you're gonna do it, how Mr. Krudo said, I'm big on telling people you gotta do 100%. You know, you gotta do 100%. There's no way it's gonna succeed if you're not putting in the work,
Yeah.
if you're not being 100%, if you're not promoting it, not just that, if you're not building relationships and, you know, like, for example, Mr. Krudo, it's not just a michelada.
Yeah.
Like he said, he's telling you a story. He's telling you, and I've seen him in person with a crowd of 1,000+ people, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, he's with the crowd, he's getting pictures, he's, you know, and that's what you got to do. You know, if you're going to do it 100%, be committed, be dedicated. Of course, you're going to be scared. You're going to be nervous.
Yeah.
for
It's
sure.
normal. I have 2 shops. They've been open for over a year, both of them, and I'm still nervous. I'm still scared. But what am
Yeah.
I doing? If I wake up every day and I give it 100% on both, and whatever I'm doing, not just that, you got to make time for your business and what you got going on 100%. Don't forget about your family. Don't forget about your friends.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
you got to stay humble. You can't be, I'm better than this shop. My micheladas are better. My shop's better. My
Yeah.
podcast is better. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta do the opposite. You gotta hit up these shops, hit up these. Like today, for the past couple of days, I've been going from shop to shop, business to business. You know, handing out flyers, handing out invitations to this event because you know, I've always been big on working together, right?
Yeah.
But to be completely honest, Mr. Krudo taught me that we gotta, if you really believe that, go show it.
Yeah.
Show it, you know. And I've always been preaching, oh, you know, work together, but I've never done something like this. Go to shop,
Yeah.
you know, because to be completely honest, barbershops, you've seen it, you know, competitive. You walk in and what's this guy want, you know?
Yeah.
But
No, yeah,
you got to
for
put
sure.
that to the side. Even if you are going to be treated like that, you got to
Yeah.
walk in there like, hey, man, here's an invitation. I'm not selling you anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm inviting you
Yeah.
to meet Rob the Original. You know, I want you to
Yeah.
join our people, have a good time, you know? And
Yeah,
that's
for
what you
sure.
got to be about it. If
Oh,
you're going to
yeah.
build something, you're going to start something, whatever it is, you got to be about it yourself first.
Yeah.
So everyone else can believe in you, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's
Yeah.
my advice.
Great advice, and Mr. Goon. We know that you have your 2 shops. What makes your shops different from others?
To be completely honest, I think
My micheladas. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Mr.
yeah.
Krudo Michelada.
Just messing with you.
Honestly, I was just talking with you yesterday when we were having lunch, and we met one of his buddies named Gilbert. Shout out to Gilbert, man. He made my day yesterday, and that's
Yeah.
something that
Shout
I
out to
will
Gil,
always
man.
remember.
And I just met Gil not 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So he met him 2 weeks ago. I met him yesterday, and
Yeah.
that guy made my day already yesterday. You know, just off of the
The vibe, the conversation.
the conversation. You know, and he's like, I remember you from somewhere, and I was like,
Yeah.
like where, you know, and I'm not the kind of guy to be like, I don't know you, you know. Nah, I'm always
Yeah.
like, oh, like where you met me from, and he's trying to remember. He's like, as before he had said, oh, I own 2 shops. You know, he introduced us, but he didn't say what shop or nothing. He's like, oh, you're from the shop right here by the Stater Brothers, and I was like, yeah, that's my shop, bro. Yeah, you're the guy that's always like, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Always a smile on your face, welcoming everybody. That's why I remember you, and that's why I keep going there.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. And I told him, bro, you just made my day.
Yeah.
Because since day one that I would have opened up my shop, I've always done the same thing.
Yeah.
Always done the same thing. Customer service. Not even just, I never looked at it as customer service. I looked at it as like common courtesy.
Yeah.
You know, like you see somebody walk into your house, you know, like that's how I see the shops. That's my place, you know. So, hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing today? You have an appointment or you just walking in? Whatever the case is. Okay, do you want a water? Would you like a beer?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good. Okay, cool. The bar will be ready for you in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So always, I think that sets us apart because Gilbert, obviously, he's not the first person that told me it. He's the first complete like
Stranger.
that's
Yeah.
told me, you know, and
yeah, that means a lot because
Yeah.
that's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what you want to hear as a shop
yeah,
owner. you
and
know what I mean?
I've heard it from obviously people that come into our shops all the time, like
Yeah.
oh, you guys, customer service is like perfect, you know, and like you guys have good, and that's something that I pride myself in. And the day I hire a barber, I always tell them customer service is key here, you know. And of course, we're not perfect. There might be times I'm not there, and the shop is a little different or whatever the case is. But I try my best, and of course, I have my days too. I'm not gonna be as hyped every single day, but I'm still trying my best to smile on my face and hi, how you doing, you know. And yeah, I think that sets us apart, you know, the customer service and just the vibes, bro. Our barbers like to talk to their clients, and
That's cool,
Yeah.
bro. Oh yeah.
And to be clear, what sets you apart doesn't mean like you're the best or the worst.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
sets you apart is what he does.
exactly. Yeah.
And we sometimes we get so caught up in I'm the best barber, I'm the best michelada guy,
yeah,
I'm the best dancer or whatever. No, what sets us apart is us. You know, I know that I make the michelada how I like it. What sets me apart is me. It's me, Mr. Krudo.
You hear
Go-
that, guys? Facts.
Yeah.
Goon, he has a barbershop, two of them. Anybody can do a fade, a taper, however you want it, because you're the customer. What sets him apart is him.
Facts.
And so that's what we got to look at, guys. What sets you apart from everybody else?
Hell yeah.
And if you start identifying that and you start believing in that in yourself, then man, the sky's the limit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Take
man.
you a long way, you know what I mean?
Mr. Krudo's full of wisdom.
Yeah,
man,
dude.
this guy.
Start preaching, dude.
Yeah, man.
I think you're gonna have to start giving motivation videos
That's
too
it,
and
bro.
stuff, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
It's been, hearing your guys' stories has just been.
Beautiful.
I'm at wall. Yeah, like I don't know. Like I feel like I'm freaking motivated now. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I need
That's
to
what we're
go.
here for.
You know?
That's what we're here for.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. But
I got another question for Mr.
yeah,
Krudo
yeah.
right here.
Uh-oh.
I seen recently you worked with Luis R. How did that come to be?
So that was all collaboration for Rob's grand opening, Easy Bachi, bro. Easy Bachi, California.
Bachi.
Shout out to Rob. Shout out to
Rob.
Easy Bachi in Anaheim, off of Lincoln and Euclid, right there by Birreria Gonzalez.
Yep.
And that came to be, bro, just of me being kind of persistent, to be honest. I asked Rob for the opportunity. He was kind of like, let me see if it works. And that's the thing about Rob, man, is that I can have a conversation with him. And he's straightforward. Hey, I can't or I can. Let's see, can we make it? And we were able to make it happen. And once you're able to make it happen, then that's when the real collaboration starts,
Yeah.
bro. Because you want people to give you the opportunity, right? But they don't know how you work yet. So when you work, you work.
Yeah.
You're not there to party. You're not there to have a good time. You're there to make it a vibe for them, for the experience to enhance for them. That was his moment, bro. I didn't want to take anything away from his moment. That was his moment for him and his family, for everything that he's worked so hard for the passion that he has. I mean, he busted his ass to get that going. So I wasn't there to take that from him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I mean that. Now having a good time and making sure that people enjoy themselves is an addition to, right? But, that's how it came to be, bro. And I had the little opportunity to talk to Luis, bro, because he's, so busy. And I said, hey, I told him, do you want to try one of my micheladas outside? He's like, estoy lleno, viejo. And I was like, hey, what advice do you have for me in Spanish? What advice do you have for me? He's like, dándole tracas, hay que darle todavía. Just like speaks.
Yeah.
And then, but he's like, he asked me like, oh, ¿qué te hace diferente? ¿Qué tienes diferente? Pues, soy yo, Mr. Krudo. Está bien, dale, So even though like that little small conversation, bro, I'm going to take it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's in my memory bank, bro. That's in my heart, bro. Like, I'm going to keep going, Somebody's telling me to keep going. And I say this, guys, it doesn't matter if it's Luis. It doesn't matter if it's another artist. Sometimes, to be honest with you guys, I pay more attention to the guy that knows what a michelada is.
Yeah.
El que está crudo enfrente de mí, viejo. Así te lo digo.
Yeah.
El que la necesita. Like he's shaking, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I've had those. I've had some people that are like, viejo, estoy enfermo ahorita. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they taste it, bro. And it's just like, oh my God. Like, I wish I could record those,
Yeah.
reactions, bro, because that's what it's about.
It's the real ones.
Those are the real ones,
Yeah.
bro. And Luis R. and everybody else is cool because, they're out there, right?
Yeah.
But the guy that you see coming to you is like
The
this is
necessity?
good. The necessity of it,
Yeah.
and it's like a medicine. Bro, I'm back in healthcare.
Yeah, right. Hey, you're like, hey, chill,
Hey, chill, bro. Hey,
You're like,
you don't even know what I'm doing
Yeah.
here, guys. There's stuff coming on that mix. Y'all don't even know yet, man.
Yeah, man.
Telling you guys,
Yeah.
but
Shit, I think we need to get Luis Eric Enriquez hopefully on the podcast.
that's it. Right?
And Rob the Original,
I think that'd be a
knows?
good opportunity, man.
Yeah, dude. But another question I had for both of you guys is what has been the most difficult thing you guys have came across, as maybe a business, just any ups and downs or any downs that, you guys had to take a little climb, to get across, to get to where you guys are, or any just,
Yeah.
any difficulties
first?
or anything
Man.
like that.
Honestly, there's days as just everybody, like people might think like, oh, the shop owner, that man's balling out, No, sir. There's times where you have so much money in your bank one week, the next week,
That's true.
you
man.
know, and I think that's when you open up a business, you got to be prepared for that. You have to
Yeah.
be prepared to move your money. You know, it's true what they say. You know, scared money don't make money. It's true. That's 100% true. You got to move that money. Don't obviously. I'm not saying don't have a savings. Don't have a savings, but your money needs to move. You know, so I think my biggest fear one time, you know, I almost thought I had to close down my Riverside shop. You know, and that's completely real. You know, that's the honest truth. You know, I was going through a hard time, and I was like, you know what, nah, I can't, you know, I can't do this. And then, you know, once again, my wife was like, no, you're not closing it. You're not closing it. This is just a little phase, and you got to go harder. And you know what's crazy about that? Right after, like, we had that conversation, shortly after that, I met Mr. Krudo. And then I'm not saying that Mr. Krudo saved me or no.
No.
The Micheladas did.
I'm saying,
Shout out to the Micheladas once again.
I'm saying
Anytime I got to plug them,
I'm saying that we've been going hard, like with merch, with, you know, like, so, like I said, scared money don't make money. So
Yeah.
I was thinking about, you know what, nah, Riverside's it's not for me, this and that. I started going hard. I started moving that scared money, started moving it, making merch, making videos. Started investing how I used to for Corona, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened in my mind. I was distracted, or I don't know what happened. And that was like a big obstacle for me. And that was not that long ago, you know? So
Yeah.
shortly after we started investing, we met Mr. Krudo, and then now we're investing and we're networking, you know? And I think there's no better combination, really. You know, I think that's the best, networking and investing. You know, you have to, you know. So
Invest into shop, you know. Invest
yeah.
in meet
And
new people.
you know, let me piggyback on that, you know, and tell people, you know, don't give up. You know, when it might seem like your back's against the wall, and you know, like, oh, I don't know what to do. Nah, there's always a solution. There's always a solution to something, you know. It might be crazy, it might be hard, but there's always a solution.
No,
you know?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What about you, Mr. Krudo?
Nah. What's been one of my biggest fears? I think one of my biggest fears is that one of my biggest fears was to believe in myself, because you go through these episodes and chapters in life that are, you know, you think you're top of the freaking world, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then the next moment, you know,
Get a reality check.
bro, you're sleeping in your mom's couch.
You get
You
humble
know,
real quick.
and you got no money, and you're trying to figure it out, and how you do that, right? So it's picking yourself up. And so the biggest fear for me was to believe in myself, to do something for myself, because I've been such a people pleaser my whole life.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I've been in relationships since I was the age of 16, bro, and literally, man, finally, like, I'm finding myself in a better space where I'm learning to love myself, right?
Nice. Yeah.
And so when I started taking that transition into how do I love myself, into now removing that fear, then that's when the belief starts coming in, right? And so the fear is already, you know, on its way out, and now the belief is coming in. So I bet on myself, man. I'm formulating my mix as we speak. You know, shout out to Drink Labs. They're helping me out.
Shout out
Shout out
Drink
Drink
Labs.
Lab.
My
Let's
boy
go.
Andy, project manager.
Andy.
Small world, man. Andy knows Jerry, which is Jerry is business partners with Rob.
Okay.
So it's a small world. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
and also want to shout out Mike, my boy Mike. He's actually been instrumental in growing Mr. Krudo too. So he's
Shout out
part of,
Mike.
he's into, yeah, man.
Shout out Mike.
He's into distribution and alcohol and all that good stuff. So he's been able to give me events as well.
Oh wow. Nice.
So yeah, shout out to Mike, man. Mike, you already know you're my boy, bro.
Shout out Mike right
You're the
there.
best, Mike.
For
You're
You're the
hooking up
best,
Mr.
Mike.
Krudo.
You know, and he believes in me. Like, I'm telling you, when sometimes you don't believe in yourself, there's people out there
Yeah.
believing
Yeah,
in you, man.
They motivate you.
They
you know?
motivate you,
Yeah.
and so, you know, I took a chance, and you know, we're formulating my mix. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be out by the end of the year. And that was my own money. You know, it's $15K, man. $15K out of my own money, and just to get things going, bro. And that's just not the side of business that people don't see, right? People see you having a good time. People see you doing this and
They
that,
don't see
but
the hustle.
they don't see the hustle.
work.
They don't
Yeah.
see the money that
Behind
goes
the
in,
scenes,
the behind
yeah.
the scenes,
They
you know.
just
So
see, you know, having fun. Mr.
Yeah.
You
Look at
know?
him with Luis R.
Yeah, right.
Working over there.
Yeah,
but
you
but
know?
but they don't see the vision, right? So that was the
Exactly.
biggest fear for me, bro. Is just making sure that I can finally believe in myself, and I'm doing it. So
Yeah.
now is how do I continue with the process, plan it, execute it, and make sure that I set my goals accordingly.
Oh yeah, I believe in that, dude. We had, our very first person was Grupo Asignado,
Grupo
Sebastian.
Asignado, my cousin Leo.
yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout out to
Grupo
the cousins.
Asignado.
Damn, shout out to them.
They're our first video audience podcast on the podcast. Sorry, but yeah, guys, and then we just started from there, and we kind of just picked it up from there. We took a little we kind of stopped for a little bit. We probably took like a month off or something like
Yeah,
that.
it took a month off.
But we kind of just, I hit them back up and I was like, hey, let's get this going, I was all like, let's get this going. Let's start pushing this out there, let's start working on this and focusing on this. And yeah, sure enough, our second video, we had Grupo Asientes. Shout out
Shout out to
Compa
Grupo
Zach,
Asiente.
Grupo Asientes.
Shout out to them. Those are my boys too.
Yeah, yeah. And, we had a successful podcast with them as well. And then, yeah, it's only up from there. And we started here, now we're here with you guys. And it's on, who knows who's next, maybe some JOP or something.
Hey, he's coming
No, yeah.
to town this
Yeah.
week.
JOP, come through, bro.
Yeah, come through.
That's it.
Siempre activo. Skip. Just playing. Nothing. But,
I love for Augusto Papa.
yeah, I love. But yeah, so, we're here now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude. So we're just, a ver qué pasa,
A ver qué pasa. A little off topic, but you guys mentioned you guys play soccer earlier.
Yeah.
For the people that want to know, what team you guys support?
I go for Barcelona, bro. I know we're kind of in a, oh man, but I go for Barca. I'll forever stay for Barca.
You know what,
for
bro?
sure.
I never.
Really good choice, bro.
I
Really
never
good
watched.
Hey,
soccer.
are we invited again?
I never really watched soccer like that, bro.
No?
Nah, I'm more of football.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, okay.
Football, baseball. But
That's
yeah.
crazy because I can't get into football, but I love baseball though.
Yeah, who's your team?
I go for Angels, bro. Again,
Get the heck out of here, bro.
I was-
So we're not invited
Yes,
again.
bro, I'm from OC, so
yeah, that
that
makes sense. What about you, Mr. Krudo? You have a soccer team?
Sport?
I'm a sports guy, man. I love sports, man. I play sports in high school, play sports still to this day. Soccer for me is Galaxy. I've always liked Galaxy and Barca.
Barca.
Yeah. Yeah. And then football. I'm a Niners guy.
Hey, shout out to the
Yeah,
Niners.
shout out
Let's
to the
go.
Niners.
Let's
I know
go.
we lost to the Rams. That's all right. It's
Hey,
all
we had
love.
five
It's all
starters out.
love,
We had five starters
guys.
out.
It's
We're
all
good, we're
love.
good. Hey, we're
I don't care about the
Excuses.
season. I don't care about the playoffs. Just give me the damn Super Bowl
Yeah,
ready,
we need
man.
Super Bowl. Hey,
like-
49ers, if you're looking at this, let's go. I'm
That's
tired of these
it.
people talking.
It's like I take you out on dates and nothing happens.
I know. Nah, but yeah, shout out to
all that teasing for what? Huh? All that teasing for what?
Yeah, bro, for real. Like, we've been upset so many
That's
times.
it,
I'm
bro.
so tired. Last year, bro, on the Super Bowl when we lost, bro, I swear to God,
I was devastated.
I was so mad, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I got so drunk.
And I don't want to hate on Patrick Mahomes or the Chiefs, even though the NFL loves him.
But we know you
see
guys
how I
are
threw that
cheating.
in there, though. You see, but
You guys
Shout
are
out to
cheating.
Taylor Swift.
shout out Taylor Swift. We got those. No, but at the end of the day, guys, it's sports. And then basketball, bro, is Lakers. 100%
All
Lakers.
day, Lakers.
I mean,
Like
I
show.
grew up with Kobe. I grew up with Shaq, man, and it was nothing like that, man.
Yeah,
To this day.
Like show all day, baby.
Yeah, Lakers,
but,
man.
But yeah.
All right, guys, we got another special segment presented by Nuestro Placer Tequila. We have a few questions that the people asked.
Yeah, the people asked me, so I posted on Instagram. If anybody had any questions for the podcast, ask me all day. So I have a couple. I'm gonna read them out and answer them, of course. First one was, what gave you the confidence to transition from a barber to owner of 2 shops? Honestly, I think my team gave me the confidence, and I've always been a go-getter. I've been pushing to do more, pushing the boundaries. So I think my team always gave me the confidence. They always got my back. So I think my team and my family, and I think that's what gave me my confidence, definitely. So hopefully that answers your question. Question number 2, what advice would you give your younger self if you could go back in time? Man,
Shoot, that's a good
that's
question.
a great question. The advice I would give myself is, don't second guess yourself. Don't be scared to cross those boundaries and dream big. You know, you gotta dream big. Growing up, typical like Mexican household. My parents worked. My mom was a school bus driver. My dad's a construction worker. So they didn't have the entrepreneur like mindset. So I kind of had to teach myself. So I think um, the advice I'll give myself is just like learn. Always be a student of the game and be a student of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, and be humble and from the beginning, because at first when I first started barbering, I was a whole different person. I was cocky. I was a kid. So I think the younger self, my older self, would tell my younger self, just be hungry and be humble. I
Yeah.
think that goes with anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, Third question: biggest obstacle faced on your way to this success? Man, there's so many. There's so many obstacles that it's hard to name one. But like the one I mentioned earlier, like I was about to close down my Riverside shop, thinking about it, and I think that was my biggest obstacle. Like it messed with me, psychologically and mentally, and I was in a bad place. But we climbed out of it, and we're here. We're here with these good people. Um, let's see what else. I'm gonna do like two more, and that's it. Um, what keeps you going when business is slow? I think when business is slow, that is a perfect opportunity for me to create ideas for what's next for the shop. Because when I'm constantly behind the chair, I'm just thinking about the haircut and in the moment. But when the day is slow, that gives me time to run errands, go do other things for the shop, think about what's next. So that's what keeps me going. And I think my barbers are, when they're slow, they're also thinking of ideas or helping me clean the shop, and that's what keeps us going. There's always something to do even when you're slow. Um, I think that's pretty much it here. When did you decide to go in on starting your own business? Man, I think when I had my daughter. When I had my daughter, that's definitely what started me. What made me pull the plug and say, what, I'm doing it. Start my
Yeah.
own business. What about you, Mr. Krudo? What made you say, hey, I'm gonna start my own business and
Yeah,
go all 100%?
life.
Yeah, yeah.
Life for me, man, because like I said, 4 years ago, started this as a side hustle, and then to focus on it now and to be fully committed and to have the confidence to be fully committed it's a huge leap from where I started. So I would say that life has put me in this situation now, and this is my time to do something with it, use it as a platform to help one another, to support one another, to grow as a person, to grow as a business, and see where it goes. I'm excited, guys. Like, I'm truly excited to see where Mr. Krudo goes, guys. Like, it's a michelada mix that, started it all. But in my head, in my vision, in my goal, it's a brand.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just a michelada mix. It can be 4 to 5 household products that you can carry in your home.
Definitely.
It can be event planning. It can be event coordinating. It can be a podcast.
Yeah.
It can be my own media company. So you
Dream
start
big.
looking you start looking at different things, and you start dreaming on things that, they sound crazy, bro. Like, people don't like, oh man, that's a good for you, where just do micheladas.
Yeah.
If that's what you see, that's great. But like I said on Sunday, if I have a vision and I'm speaking to you on it, you're not gonna understand it. You're just gonna be like, all right, cool. You know what? I talked to this guy. He had a good plan. He knows what he's talking about. But if I bring you into my vision and I make you believe it, and you're part of it, and you're walking with me, bro,
Yeah.
that's when you see
wrap.
it's a wrap.
Yeah, for sure.
And so for me, Mr. Crudo, bro, it's a platform. It's a platform. It's
Dope. Oh yeah.
it's something that I'm definitely gonna leave for my children. It's a legacy that I get to leave for them. Again, I don't know where it's gonna go, but I know that it's not gonna define me either. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be the only thing that it defines me. What it's doing is setting me up for the next thing that's coming in my life.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's
And so if I see this and I see it and I plan it and I process it and then I manifest it and I push myself to it, it's gonna happen. There's no doubt about it, man.
That's dope, dude.
Man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wisdom,
Preach.
Yeah.
preaching,
right
About
there.
it,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
For those words, man.
Thank
I
you,
did
thank
have
you.
a question for you, Mr.
Go for it, go for
Krudo,
it.
and I'm pretty sure you've answered it, but like, through the podcast, but I just want a straight direct. You know, where do you see your company in like 5 years?
I see my company having 4 to 5 household products in your home that represent Mr. Krudo.
Yeah.
You hear
Yeah.
that, my boys?
And the way it
Hear that, guys?
happens is different avenues. It can be from having it at the grocery store. It can be from ordering online. It could be from Amazon. It
There
can
you
be e-commerce. I have concepts on how to get you involved with Mr. Krudo where you can make money.
Yeah.
You can make money. You can make money. So everybody can win. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, hey, you know, he owns Mr. Krudo. He's the one making. Nah, bro. Everybody can make money. You know, and you get these ideas. So I've learned this from working in sales my whole life. So I got into healthcare a couple of years ago, right? But I've been in sales my whole life. I started telecommunications, and then I went to finance, and then I went to all these other things. But I've been in sales. And what I've learned in sales and commission is that if you believe in something, you're going to sell it no matter what. Because it's going to sell itself, right? So if I don't believe in it, I'm not going to sell it for you, right? So my job as an owner is to make sure that you believe in yourself first. If you believe in yourself, if you know that you can walk in through this door and just sell whatever you have to sell, then I give you the product, right? Then now is, do you believe in the product? And if you believe in the product, bro, you're gonna sell it even 2 times as easier as you did before. And then what are you gonna do, bro? You're gonna, like nuestro pasar tequila. It starts telling the story. Start telling your family and friends. Start telling the story of how the business started. Who's the partners? Who's this? Who's that? And guess what? And then people then actually want to buy the story rather than the product. And the product is a plus.
That's facts right there.
So that's where I see it in 5 years, guys.
These are all gems, by the way.
Yeah.
You guys gotta pay attention to this. This is for
Some life knowledge and, you know,
business
some
knowledge and everything.
Yeah, some,
you know?
we're learning today. We're in class.
Yeah.
We're in
Classes
class
session.
today. Class is in session.
You know what I mean? This is good advice, you know, for anybody that wants to start up their own, I don't know, enchilada business, you know, barbershop.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Whatever it is,
yeah.
this is just good life lessons for you guys, you know what I mean? Even for, me and you, dude, I'm learning a lot of stuff, you know? We're young. At the end of the day, we're young and we're always constantly learning, you know what I mean? So it's like, we can never stop learning, you know what I mean? No matter what.
Never.
And that's actually a good point you bring up. Don't ever think, oh, I'm done learning. Nah. You could be the oldest man on this earth and you're still learning, you know? Like, everyone's always learning, you know? And
No, yeah, for sure, 100%. That's the
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
you're
but
good.
the biggest fool in the room is the one that thinks he knows it all.
facts.
That's the biggest fool.
actually, I was going to say something like that, but I don't want to get the saying wrong.
Yeah. That's the
Nah,
it's
no,
the
it's
biggest
true.
fool because
yeah.
you don't know shit because you think you know everything. And it's okay. We all get caught up in like you know, we know a little bit about everything, so we automatically think we know everything of that, right?
Yeah.
It's not that way, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that way.
Yeah.
You have to actually sit there, understand it, conceptualize it, bring it back, and then you start sharing that story.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And I even think for us, you know, even as this podcast continues to grow and stuff, we have our own story, you know what I mean? We started from scratch. We're literally starting from scratch, you know what I mean? So it's like we're only slowly building it and it's only up from here. You know, we have a lot more ideas that we want to do, you know, eventually, you know, we'll be on big platforms, you know what I mean? But overall, like you were saying, Mr. Krudo, you want it as a platform. It is gonna be a platform, you know what I mean? Even for us, you know, Siempre Activo, we wanna be on big stages as well, you know, grow and see where this takes us, you know what I mean? Not just for the business, but for us personally, you know what I mean? Like as individuals, as a team, is like, what can we grow and how can we grow, and you know, let's see what we do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Absolutely.
You have any questions? No, brother?
We're gonna send it off to a new segment, guys. We got Mr. Krudo here with his micheladas. We're gonna
Before I do that, I'd like to shout out some people though.
Yeah,
if
go ahead.
That's okay.
Go ahead.
Shout out to my mom. My mom, guys, is the backbone of Mr. Krudo, guys.
Shout out to
Y'all
mom.
don't
Mr. Krudo
understand.
mom.
Like I'll be in the front making the micheladas and stuff like that, but I mean, without her, I would not be able to do the things that I do. And then shout out to everybody that's been involved with Mr. Krudo from day one, whether you're still part of it or you're a part of it at one point. Shout out to you because, you know, it's all an experience, guys. It's all a journey. And sometimes, you know, in life things happen that you can't control. And so therefore you have to find a way to keep going for yourself. And, you know, for everybody else, I wish you guys nothing but the best. wish me nothing but the best. And, you know, life happens.
Yep.
But Mr. Crudo is something that is going to keep growing. It's going to grow because of people like us, that we support one another, that we want to see each other move up. It's going to grow because people want to taste it, people want to see it, and people want to hear about it. And so, again, shout out to everybody that's been part of it. Shout out to the people that are going to be part of it. Shout out to my kids for having patience with me when I'm doing events. Oh, yeah. And they understand the hustle, and then they see the hustle, and you know, it's a sacrifice that I don't spend time with them as much as I used to, but I have to lay the seed right now, bro. I have to do this for them.
And then it'll all be worth it.
It'll all be worth it, guys. Just be patient with me. I've always said that. Just be patient with me. Dad will always take care of you guys.
Oh yeah.
And then just shout out to you guys, man. Honestly.
Thank you.
Shout out to you guys, Goon.
Yes,
Shout out to my boy back there.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy over there too.
Yeah.
To you guys, you know, when I told you about it,
Yeah.
we were quick, and that's how I like to move. Like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
You know, and you keep saying you only have so many followers, but in your mind and in your head, I see where your vision's at, and you brought me into the vision today. This is your vision, and this is gonna grow more and more because of it. So, shout out to you guys. Keep doing your thing, guys. Don't give up. Don't give up, guys. Don't give up. Just, you know, if it gets slow, okay, we'll bring Mr. Crudo and Goons back, bro. Don't trip. We're always gonna have stories, bro.
It's only up from here, bro. It's only.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
but no, thank you guys, you know, for joining us today, and you know, me and Sebastian, you know, we really appreciate it. Gaining some knowledge from you guys, experiences, stories, you know what I mean? Really means a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, but.
Let's send it off to Mr. Crudo's segment.
Oh shit!
We're gonna get some micheladas going.
Let's
boys.
go.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate
Thank
you
you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Hey guys, Mr. Crudo right here. We are going to make micheladas with the crew. We're also going to be answering some questions for you guys. Some might be PG, some might be rated R. I'll try to keep it in between. But let's make some micheladas for you guys. So who wants to come up first?
Go for it, David.
All right,
Saw
let's
you,
go,
my boy.
David. All right, so you know we first got to dip it. Come on, bro. Don't be afraid.
Don't
now.
be shy. He don't bite.
All right. Get in
Unless
there,
you
get in
want
there,
him
get
to.
in there. So you gotta dip it with the chamoy. Speaking to the mic too. All right. Don't forget.
I'm dipping it in.
Yeah. Dip it.
Aye.
All right.
do, twist it?
Yeah. Just turn it like that a little bit. There you go. That's good. That's good.
Damn.
Man, you
You
like
never
that
dipped
chamoy,
it in
right?
before, or what, pa?
All right. Then we get the
I've never
little.
made a enchilada.
Then we get the
before.
special Mr. Crudo remix right here.
So you wanna?
Leave that right there. Let me get you some ice. Yeah.
Look at that.
Let
What
me
a
get you
beauty.
some ice real quick.
Yeah.
Wait, so I've always struggled with this part. So like when I make a enchilada, I always get the tajín with my fingers and I put it on the rim.
Oh, grow up, brother.
Oh.
Grow up, brother. Oh, come on, guys.
So obviously he's still growing up, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never.
You know,
Be patient
that's
with him.
good.
That's why we got Mr. Crudo right here to show
Yep.
us.
That's it. So you're gonna open this up, and you're gonna put about a quarter into that cup.
All right, let's go. Right here, guys.
Mr.
You
Crudo
guys
Michelada
can.
mix, guys.
You guys
Special
can
mix.
buy this?
Yeah, you can actually order it on IG. So Mr. Crudo, hit me up. I either deliver it to you personally or I get somebody to deliver it to you. It comes with a pack. So I get this, you get this, a chamoy and a sugar rim for $35 with 4 cups. And you get additional bottle for $15. So that's $50, guys. 2 bottles, 4 cups, chamoy and rim mix. And it's a freaking great time with
What
your
a
family
deal.
and
There
friends.
you go.
What a deal.
Let's go.
What more can you ask for?
I feel like I need an instrument right now.
For real, huh? Un tal grupo.
Tan, 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 tan,
Grupo
tan, tan.
siempre activos.
Échale.
Échale, sin miedo, viejo.
Sin miedo, compa.
Dale, dale.
just kidding.
Traca.
A little bit more. Ahí está.
First rodeo.
All right. So now
This is a special right here.
that's it. So now you're gonna learn the little trick that I've learned out in my event. So where the beer pours itself. So we pop that open like that. Keep the cap going up. So you're gonna use the cap against the cup as support. All right.
Pay
Let's
close
go.
attention. Play close
Pay
attention.
close attention.
Put this part at the end.
That's it. Sas, dale, sin miedo.
Don't be
Dale.
shy.
Miedo, güey.
Dale.
Oh.
Dale. Hey! Yeah, we did it. Hey, he did it, guys.
Good boy.
That's it. Look at
It
that.
was a little rough.
That's it.
But there you go.
He
All
learned
right,
2
bro.
things,
So now
the
you get to
tajín.
ask me a question, bro. Ask me a question.
Shoot. How did you even know how to start doing the little famous?
The little trick.
Yeah.
To be honest, I started practicing it. Here, that's yours, bro. I started practicing it. I failed like 500 times before it actually worked.
Amazing guys. Mr. Crudo right here. I
Yeah.
don't know, something different about his enchilada. It's just
It's amazing, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. And yeah, so I learned it because I wanted also to give you, you know, the people that were in front of me a little show or something that what I can do, and you know, I've learned that. Now I'm also showing people how to do it, man.
Beautiful.
And you know, the crazy part is that, you know, I've helped people that are just starting to, you know, to enjoy micheladas, to people that have enjoyed them for a long time, and pretty much 95% to 99% of the people have never seen that trick right there with the beer. So
There you go. That's your thing right there.
that's my thing, man. Make one.
I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna give it to my boy Ozzy.
Shout out Ozzy,
Behind-
shoot
behind the
shooter
scene,
behind the
behind the
scenes.
scene.
That's
go.
it.
Hey,
You guys,
but
girls,
yeah.
you guys should see how cute he is too.
Give my boy a follow.
He has a girl. He has a girl.
Sorry, sorry.
He's
He's
blushing. He's blushing. It's taken. Never mind.
Hey, edit that out, please.
Nah, but yeah, hey, siempre activo. Aquí andamos con Mr. Krudo and Goons Barber Lounge. Guys, be sure to give them a follow, please.
Come on, bro,
We'll drop
please.
it down right here. Mr. Krudo,
Let's help
Goons
each other
Barber
out
Lounge.
here.
Go follow them.
Perfect.
That's a perfect rim.
Perfect rim job.
That's what happens when you hang out with Mr. Krudo.
Sorry, Grandma.
He's been helping you, huh?
That's it. Show the logo, bro. Show the logo.
You've been showing him, huh?
I know, right?
the logo, can't
Bro,
forget
he
the
was
logo.
making drinks the other day.
That was my first time.
That was first time.
I got another question for you.
Go for it, man.
Is it always modelos?
You know what? Actually, no. So I've actually collaborated with Agua Santa, which is a Mexican lager with the Fig Mountain Brewing Company. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Edith. Shout out to Fig Mountain on that whole team out there. We worked well together in the past, so we used their I use their Agua Santa when we have events that allow us to collaborate. But other than Agua Santa, bro, I always say Modelo and Agua Santa.
You heard it here, folks.
Saluditas, ahí está, tracas, hijos.
¡Vámonos!
Vámonos, hijo.
¿Qué más quieres, pa?
Mr. Krudo. Andamos a la
Hey,
hora.
look at that. Hey, and that thing listens. Look at that.
Look at that. Oh, on the
up,
thing.
people?
You're
What's
gonna you
up?
have to watch that.
That's it.
I just know there's a crudote watching this.
This event, whether it be corporate, private,
Come on, Ozzy, smile
big
the camera, bro. Say
event.
what's up. Say what's
That's
up to the
it.
people.
That's it.
Let's go. Let's go.
See?
Just
Get a
hit me
track.
up on
Get a track.
Instagram. I'm gonna shout out my number. Can I give people my number here?
Go ahead.
All right, so it's 951-569-6680. That's my personal cell. Hit me up. I'm open to any type of event where I can help you enhance that experience for your family, for your friends, for your company, for whatever you think, guys. And at the same time, you're going to see Mr. Krudo Michelada Mix in stores by the end of the year. So
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You heard it, boys.
With that being said, guys, we got Mr. Krudo in the building right here. Hope you guys enjoyed this very video. You know, we got Goons Barber Lounge as well right here. He has big things on the way with Mr. Krudo.
Big
Watch for the
things.
collaboration. It's gonna go global. We're going global, guys. Siempre activo. Mr. Krudo
estuvo, ya
and Goons
estuvo.
Barber Lounge.
Thank you. ¡Tacas, hijos! ¡Vámonos!
Hey, we'll see you guys on the next one. Hey, we'll see you guys on the next one. Puro Siempre Activo podcast.
We're out.